Hey everybody, welcome back to the Jersey Comic Crew. And on today's video, we're doing another CGC unboxing video for you guys. You want to know what the book is? Come on inside.
What's up, everybody? We are the Jersey Comic Crew, and today we have another CGC unboxing video. This time we're going to do things a little bit differently. From here on out, when we do an unboxing video, we're going to talk a little bit about the comic and why it's so important, so that way you get a little piece of history for your knowledge. Now, Chris, I think we are all ready to see what comic you have there, because we all know I'm broke as shit.
Yeah. So again, guys, if you haven't seen our last video, go check it out. We explained a lot of the questions we get as well about CGCing. We answer as many questions as we could, including why we CGC stuff, what we CGC, how to make sure it's your book, stuff like that. But yeah, today we have a very nice anniversary issue, X-Men number 100, aka the first of the Uncanny line after Uncanny.
Beautiful.
Coming into the new era of the X-Men. This one is a 5.0. I was hoping it would be a little higher. I did get it pressed, but it still has that lovely gold label. Hopefully you can see it. I know there's a lot of reflection in there.
Don't worry, we'll also have a nice picture over here of the cover.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, this is one I've had for a while. Rob probably knows. He's seen this one. I never got it CGC'd. But Chris Claremont himself, the X-Man himself, was able to do a signing at CGC. So I sent this bad boy in, signed it right under Professor Xavier walking and screaming at the same time. So that was really cool. And yeah, a little bit about this book. It is kind of the first time we get the new X-Men with the old X-Men, and a lot of books I kind of already had the versus stuff happen, like in the Silver Age in the 60s. Rob knows I have a bunch of those, like Marvel, like Hulk fighting Thor and Cap and Iron Man. This was kind of the big X-Men fighting X-Men where it wasn't just Magneto. And it was written by Chris Claremont, of course, art by Dave Cockrum. This book set a new standard for the X-Men with the new X-Men we all know and love today, mixed with the old ones that, were the original 5, which I know Rob still loves the original 5 because Rob is a huge X-Men fan.
Chris just said, like, this is the 2 teams coming into one. We had the original 5, which is Jean Grey, Cyclops, Beast, Iceman, and Angel. And on the other side of the cover, we have up front, you see Colossus. Then you see Wolverine, Storm, Banshee, and Nightcrawler, and then down the line they go ahead and start fusing together, do different matchups. But this is the first time we see the 2 iconic teams kind of meet up against each other.
And yeah, so based on like this new standard of X-Men book when it came out was a big deal, right? Like, comic book fans, we don't like a lot of change. We don't like too many tweaks and changes in our books. But like Rob said, since Giant Size X-Men, which is probably, besides X-Men number 1, probably the most expensive book in the X-Men line, maybe first appearance of Wolverine. But Giant Size is ridiculous because it introduces you to like 5 new characters at the same time who are
5,
now
like core characters, like you said.
Like intergalactically huge type characters. And in that, Rob, you being the massive X-Men fan that you are, I would like to ask you, based on this and how this book kind of changed the way we look at X-Men and comics forever, do you have a favorite X-Men story post X-Men 100?
That is a heavy question, right? There's so many good storylines. I think mine is it's a classic. It's House of M. And the reason it's House of M, I know a lot of the fans are like, oh, that's just the easy answer. For me, I like seeing like our classic X-Men teams, right? Like we see everybody from like Iceman to Beast to Wolverine in roles that they weren't before, all under the control of Wanda Maximoff, one of the strongest mutants in history, right? So to see all the X-Men taken and twist and see them in other roles while they're being all manipulated, you see like Magneto's kind of good, everybody's kind of good, and there's this resistance there. It's just a fun, weird story that isn't like your normal X-Men story. And like the X-Men 100 kind of set that tone. Like, hey, the X-Men stories is just going to be this random team fighting random guys here. You're going to get the weird and crazy. Everything from time travel to alternate realities. So that one was just one of mine.
I grew up with the Claremont Jim Lee era, the 90s era with the spread. and Jim Lee's amazing art. I would say, besides the obvious ones like Days of Future Past, Phoenix, I love a lot of the X-Force 90s stuff too. I love like, first Archangel is still so metal to me. Age of Apocalypse. Love that stuff. The Wolverine solo series in the 80s, I love before he got his own book in his first volume. But yeah, I would say Wolverine's my favorite character. I know you're an Iceman fan through and through. But yeah, I would say all-time favorite is still for me Phoenix Force. It's just unreal. And it made Jean Grey like more than just like the girl on the team. So I was a big Phoenix Force guy.
And it's kind of cool to see that because like I was just going to talk about our favorites real quick. Like my favorite X-Men is Bobby Iceman, part of the original team, and yours is Wolverine, part of the new team. It's kind of cool to see that like our favorite heroes are like on the opposite side of that cover in X-Men 100.
And power spectrums and personalities.
Very true, right? One's very, very cool, and the other one's like literally man, right? And that's like,
and that's me.
That's perfect, right?
Yeah.
So, guys, we want to know what your thoughts on Uncanny X-Men 100. Chris, show us one more time. Is this a book in your collection? If you do have it, do you have it CGC'd? And, guys, what is your favorite X-Men character and your favorite X-Men event? Let us know down in the comments below.
And, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Give us a thumbs up, really helps the channel a lot. If you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications. We'll do as many unboxing videos as you guys want us to do. And, as always, I'm Chris Hellard. That is Rob Moran. And we are the Jersey Comic Crew. And we'll see you next time.